Okay, Charlotte, so this morning you're going to demonstrate your full vocal warm-up. So you are going to lead it. Tell me how you'd like to proceed.
So we'll start with the intercostal diaphragmatic breathing exercise.
Good.
Leading into long note on ha.
Mm-hmm.
Then some humming.
Why would you hum?
To warm up the lips.
Okay, yeah.
Then munna.
Oh yes, yeah.
And scales, arpeggios and technical exercise.
Right, okay, that sounds fully comprehensive. All right then. Well, you lead it. We'll start off with the breathing then. Do you want to?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
count you.
Okay. Ready and breathe in.
Hold. And down. In. Hold. And out. So, Charlotte, what is this actually working on? Why do you do this as part of a singing warm-up?
So it works on the diaphragm and the ribs swinging in and out.
And what does doing this technique enable you to do?
Well, the more you practice it, the higher your lung capacity. So it will help you sing longer notes.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Gives you more control.
Yeah.
Because you're actually exercising the muscles, so it's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
But for your voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's carry on with this because that wasn't really long enough. I just thought we'd find out about it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready and breathe in. Hold. Out. In. Hold. And out. In. Hold. And out. Okay, that feel like everything's working?
Yeah.
So you've suggested now long note on ha. So how does that work? What does that work on?
It works on like opening up the throat.
Correct. Yes. Okay. So you're going to take a deep breath in and then sing a long note on ha for as long as you can.
Yeah.
What happens when you come to the end of the breath? How do you keep it going? Do you bring
pull your diaphragm in.
Yes.
And then that helps you to carry on the note for longer.
And does that have a name?
Abdominal press.
Abdominal press. Good. Okay, here we go. Deep breath in. done, Charlotte. Good long note. Do you want to try that once more? Maybe with a little bit more volume?
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay.
Because you need to be able to project these sounds as well, obviously, as you're carrying out the exercises.
Yeah.
So this time with a bit more welly.
Okay.
Here we go. Deep breath in. Brilliant. Well done. Okay. So on to your next suggestion, which was humming. Why do you do humming?
To warm up the lips.
Okay. Here we go then. So what's happening there, Charlotte?
So the lips are vibrating.
Well, that's a perfect hum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's really what you're striving for in that exercise.
Yeah.
Forward placement, where the sound comes to the front of your face and could make your nose and your lips vibrate, actually, that exercise. So, and also you said munna munna, and why would you do that exercise?
It's also another exercise which warms up the lips and the face.
Yeah. Okay. In your own time then. Warm?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you now come on to the more musical part of your warm-up. Why do you carry out scales? Why do you carry them out?
To warm up the vocal cords and also to tune in the ear.
Yes? Yeah? Okay, major scale on La then. Here we go. Ready and... La, 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 la. Same again. Scale, I can hear you resisting it slightly. Make sure at the beginning of the scale that you get in lots of breath, which will carry you to the top of the scale. And don't be afraid of those higher notes, Charlotte. They are actually well within your range. If you feel you can't hit a high note in a scale, when you get to the higher part of it, just raise your eyebrows a little bit. Think about keeping your jaw nice and relaxed, and obviously if you've got enough breath to carry it out, that would help as well. So it's all about preparation. Okay? Here we go. One more on A. Ready and... Same again. Okay, we're going to go back down a little bit and we're going to try a harmonic minor. Okay, and you can try this on the. Okay, ready and. Right, an arpeggio. So why do you sing an arpeggio as part of your vocal warm-up?
It works on intonation.
Yes. Yeah. Intonation and tuning.
Yeah.
It's more about fine tuning, I suppose, rather than the scales, which are pretty straightforward. So yes, vocal accuracy really you're striving for here. To I Am on Top of the World then. Here we go. Ready and
I am on top of the world. 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 I am on top of the world.
okay, well done. So you see, with the arpeggio, you're also able to go higher than you go in the scales. Isn't that interesting? What you need to be really working on at this point, I know it's early days, Charlotte, but you're still quite quiet. So you could really focus in on the breath actually, because if you're getting sufficient breath in at the beginning and your diaphragm is engaged through carrying out the intercostal diaphragmatic breathing, there's no reason why you shouldn't get a bit more projection, a bit more volume. You could really think about what your rib cage and your diaphragm is doing during these scales and arpeggios, and try and engage it. So you're thinking about the lower part of your chest, which is where all the action, that's the powerhouse. So another way of practicing these, say you're practicing in your room, is to stand at one end of your room and try and get the sound to bounce off the wall at the other end. And as you become more familiar with these exercises, we can practice those in here. So you've got your back against the back screen and you're trying to project all the way to the back of the auditorium. These are all useful exercises. It's partly about visualising a bigger space and trying to fill that space. Okay? So finally, the technical exercise you want to have a go at, and what is this going to work on in particular?
It brings everything together.
Yeah?
But it also works on intonation and clarity, really.
Yeah, and tunefulness.
Yeah.
And of course, this is really going to connect you to the diaphragm as well, because the final part of the technical exercise, what happens?
There's a longer note.
The second part of the exercise you have to do on one big breath, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're more likely to run out of air.
Yeah.
So that's when you could actually bring in your abdominal press, that very, very useful sort of rib. It's when you use your rib reserve, so all the remaining breath you push out, hopefully to take you through to the end of the exercise. Okay, here we go. Should we try this on va 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 vi 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 vi? Here we go. Well done. Try and hold that long note as strongly as you can. That was pretty good actually. Little bit of intonation wobble in the middle, but essentially strong. And somehow you were a little bit louder on that as well, Charlotte. So, okay. Should we try one more of those?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Va 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 vi 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 va 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 va.
very end of your breath?
No.
Wasn't it?
No.
Just hold that note positively then at the end, okay?
Okay.
Fa! Really attack it and see how long you can keep that going.
Okay.
Here we go.
Fa 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 bi 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 fa 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 bi 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 fa 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 bi 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 fa 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 bi 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 fa 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 bi 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 fa fa
Okay.
My voice wobbled.
That's all right, because that's you're passing from your chest voice up to your head voice within that technical exercise. And the way you will control that is really through your breath. But we'll come on to that, and I think you'll be able to apply it when you actually start working on songs as well. So,
Yeah.
well done.